Tonight is March the 12th, 1984. We're having family home evening again. We decided that for our family home evening this time, everybody would do some little musical number. Now, Scott's been taking piano lessons, both Scott and Brad, and Scott's going to play a piece on the piano for us. Okay, Scott? Okay, now Bradley is going to sing us a new song that he learned in primary.
I am like a star shining brightly, shining for the whole world to see. I could say happy things each day, for I know my Heavenly Father loves me.
Thank you, Bradley. Okay, Ricky, now come and sing us Itsy Bitsy Spider, okay?
Itsy bitsy spider went up the ladder, out came a sun and dried up all the rain. And itsy bitsy spider went up the ladder, out.
Ricky always says the P before the S. He says piss out. And Okay, now Scott has something that he wants to say again.
Baddest part at PE I hate is square dancing. And we get Legos and we make cars and crash them to see which is the toughest. And Jeff Spencer, John's big brother, made a car and it beat all of ours. So we made a super tough car that's going to shatter his, and his is going to break.
Okay, Ricky, why don't you come over and sing us the song you learned in primary about going on a hunt. Let me hold it for you, okay. I'll hold it for you. You don't need to
Going on a treaty hunt, I'm not afraid. It's a pit. Grass got go for. I mean an airplane.
Okay, I didn't lose you.
Going by.
Aren't you going to finish it, Rick? Okay. No. Okay, hurry.
Hi, this is Scott Cook speaking again. When we was at the steak rodeo, I missed telling you a bit. We was going to catch a greased pig, and Ricky was one of the first to touch it. But they just put it down and ran. And I never knew. I thought they was going to say go. And so all the kids got in front of me. And when Ricky touched it, I saw all these kids push him down. So I went up to get the pig. And Brad got a hand on it. And then the kid that caught it, pushed him away. And I pushed every kid down in front of me to get up to the front and catch it. But by the time I got up to the front, the pig just been caught. This is Bradley Cook. I was trying to catch a greased pig, and it was cookie grease, and it slipped out of my hands. And if I was known as slipping cooking grease, I would have jumped on it.
Okay, Bradley wants to say something else.
We break open rocks, and there's real good, nice stuff inside that sparkles. And we keep it for a rock collection. For Christmas, we're going to get a rock polishing machine, polish them. There's a lot of work at school, and sometimes I don't like. Sometimes I like to want to do work, and sometimes I don't. Dodgeball, relay races, and I'm one of the fastest ones in my class. I can't name them all. There's a lot. It's Molly. She beat somebody.
Thank you, Brad. Okay, Ricky.
I have a brand new digger.
Okay, that's all for tonight. Today is July 23rd, 1984. It's been a long time since we've had a chance to talk on the tape. A lot of things have happened since the last time we did have an entry, and we'd like to bring things up to date a little bit. Since our last entry, we've had a new baby, Brian Smith Cook, who was born the 19th of July, and Marlene's going to say a little bit about that. While she was in the hospital, we had some activities in a stake rodeo, and we went to the fair, and we did some other things.
My mom's going to get me signed up for baseball, and I'm already signed up for the piano. And we even did the fox one. It's going to be real deep, and it's super big. Well, Matt and Joseph's my best friend, and Brian and Clay. We went to the fair. There's this one ride. We were squishing Scott halfway. He's going around fast, real high. Scott was closing his eyes. I was riding a mechanical bull. Scott and Ricky was too.
So we'd like to start out first with Scott. He's going to tell us what happened at the stake rodeo on July the 21st up in Lincoln. Scott?
Our dad saw a couple of kids riding these cows that could really buck off and are good at running. And so he took me up there to ride one of them. And when I got on it, I could tell it was going to be a rough one because it tried to hit a hole in the gate and get out. So they let it out. And I made it about 15 feet. And the first two only made it about 5 and got bucked off. And when I got bucked off right in front of it. And then it stepped on me right near the shoulder. Tomorrow I'm going to be okay. And we get to go to the Cub Scout day camp tomorrow.
Okay, Marlene's going to tell us a little bit about our new baby, Brian Smith.
Cook. Well, we now have our 4th boy. He was born the 19th of July at John Muir Hospital, where we had all the other 3. And he weighed a grand total of 7 pounds, 11 ounces. And he was blue when he was born, real skinny. And then they took him down to the nursery, and Mom got to lay in a hospital bed for 3 days, which was really nice. They brought me dinners and took really good care of me and really good care of the baby, and then only brought me the baby when he had been changed and he was real happy. So it was a real fun experience having him. And then I came home and the house was nice and clean, and 3 boys were excited to see me, which made me really happy. That's all.
Went really well. They induced labor, and it only took about 4 hours, and he was born. And the boys, while Marlene and I were down there, the boys went and stayed with, who did they stay with? No? Well, we were down there. Oh, Tammy Bender came over and babysat him. And they were really good. So anyway, that's a little bit of an update. I'm in the midst of looking for a new job now, and it's been a very, very hot summer. Although it's starting to cool off a little bit now, our garden's producing so much corn it's coming out our ears. Ricky decided he wanted to say something else about greased pig.
Once, and I was a greased pig, and they put a pig down, and kids all sit on me for a rug.
They all knocked him down and stepped on him, and he got up bawling his head off, and he came over to the fence and started climbing over the fence, and I said, and his face was all filthy, and he had footprints all over, and I said, Ricky, now stand there and let me get a picture of you. And he stopped bawling and smiled, and I took his picture, and then he started bawling again and finished climbing over the fence. We had a good time.
I have a brand new laser tag.
What's a laser tag?
He's one of those warrior robots. How about all your defenses?
Tell about preschool.
My preschool, you have to play with cleaning. You have to do papers and Cobra Con and wood store, and I have
He-Man, Battle Armor He-Man, and Skeleton, Triclops, and Colossal, and Ram-Man, and Metal Arms.
Look, he's got a whole bunch of action figures. Tonight he had a ring on and he was playing like he was Green Lantern and putting Bradley in a bubble. What else do you like to do, Rick?
I like to dig a foxhole with the kids.
And our soccer team, the Roseville Kickers, they're #1 all the seasons.
And then for Thanksgiving, my family came out, and we had such a good time up in Reno at a show that we took them to the show too. And then for Christmas, Kelly's parents came out, and Julie and Bob came up, and we had a nice Christmas with all of them.
So far we seem to be a happy family. My bishopric responsibilities keep me busy. And tonight we had a family home evening about the new baby coming into our home. And Brian seems to be a good little kid. We're really excited to have 4 boys now. And hopefully they can all grow up and go on missions and do the things that the Lord wants them to.